We're going to get into England because the big news was Gareth Southgate named his 26-man squad for the World Cup. We're going to start off this chat. We're going to kick it off because you guys at home have been tweeting in using the hashtag early kickoff. Get involved with us. There's been some interest about. There wasn't that much uproar, but people have been a little upset about what's going on in terms of the team. I would have dropped Cody, HB5 as well. I would have dropped Cody, Henderson, Gallagher, and for Tomori, Tony, and Ward-Prowse. I mean, it seems a little bit harsh because those. Who do you think personally deserve to go that maybe hasn't gone? I mean, Tomori is probably feeling a little bit upset, but those games against Chelsea maybe with a nail in the coffin for his World Cup. We're going to start with you, Crouchy.
I think Tony could feel aggrieved. I think it was between him and potentially Callum Wilson or another one. I think, with Callum Wilson, he's had his injury problems.
Yeah.
If Harry Kane is talking fatigue there, you've only got two real out-and-out forwards, so could Tony have gone maybe for potentially someone else? Personally, I like the squad. I think Maddison's inclusion was correct. I think he's been knocking on the door for so long and deserves his call-up. I think the fact that Gareth's gone with him and not gone with him before is strange in a World Cup potentially, but I don't think you can argue with the squad he's picked.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't think you can argue with anyone in regards to quality. I think they all deserve to be there. They're all obviously high-level players. I'm thinking Tammy, maybe. Tammy's been in the campaign for a longer time than, say, Tony or Wilson, so I think he may feel hard done by, but again, listen, there's no wrong decisions because they're all quality.
I think Tammy was the main one for me because I was talking to Karachi on the Winnebago earlier. As a player in a team, and you're looking at your forwards, to have that different reference point, like that different style that can just change a game. Like we're going to bring on players that have quite similar attributes as a number 9, maybe.
No doubt, yeah.
But to have someone like we used to have Karachi, you could put Karachi on, and there's a different type of ball that's now coming, and it changes it. And that plan B, and Tammy would give you that. You could throw a ball in from anywhere, and he'll make something of it. Yeah. And I just feel that is an area maybe in the squad where I would maybe have liked a bit of difference. But I'm with the lads. Yeah. There ain't much more you would shuffle the pack with, you know what I mean?
Get them to use all their best material.
We'll try. Thank you very much.
That was a threat.
Yeah. Polite threat.
Exactly.
We're live, Linz. We're live.
Linz, no doubt. Now, listen, let's take a look.
She's a good plan, B, Linz.
Let's take a look at how that squad shapes up right now. We've got a graphic of that coming up right now. It's a strong team. I think we're having a chat earlier, and I think it's one of the strongest teams we could take to World Cup. There's so much strength there in the middle. Even in that 10 position, we're blessed. We're lucky, with someone like Maddison in there, Mason Mount. We've got Foden. We've got a lot of creativity, a lot of players that are very direct. Surely this England team scores more goals than previously. We'd hope that, no?
I think you'd hope that, but I think the big thing for me is the learnings from the previous campaigns. What are they going to look like during this tournament? A lot of people have talked about maybe being a bit more conservative than we'd like and playing not as much on the front foot as you'd like maybe with this England team. Can that change? There's players in there that we all called upon, from the likes of Maddison now, Foden, Grealish, these guys to be able to unlock teams need to be given freedom. Will they get that in this? That's the stuff that's intriguing for me.
Yeah, no disrespect to Iran, to USA and Wales, but I feel like we can take the foot off the we can go for it a bit. We can play most of those attacking players in those games. Let them. I think we should just go and attack those teams. Not rely on defensively, maybe playing too many defensive midfield players. Let's let the good players go and play. I genuinely believe Maddison should get a game in those games. I still think you can play Trent. Not take the foot off the gas a bit.
No doubt. And listen, I want to. It's not just about players who didn't make it. It's some of the players that did make it that maybe we thought wouldn't go. And we've got some tweets here from some of the players who we thought maybe were 50-50. With Carl Walker, when I had surgery on the 4th of October, doctors told me that it'd be very unlikely that I'd recover in time for the World Cup. Now the real work starts. Let's go England. Now, it's a blessing to have somebody like that with that kind of experience in the team.
Oh, definitely. And I seen Carl a few weeks ago, and he was confident then that he was going to be fit and available for selection. So, again, I don't think he's surprised. And again, I don't think it's a player that you need to have a run of games prior to the competition. I think the fact that he's fit for selection means that he'll be able to compete and play and perform. So we've seen in numerous games for England that when the transitions happen and recovery, he's as good as anyone.
No doubt. Now, Calvin Phillips was another one. We got a tweet by SCV. Let me find that up here. I think he tweeted Calvin Phillips shouldn't be in the squad. He hasn't played all season. Ward-Prowse should be there. What do you think of players maybe coming back from injury? Centre mid has probably played 40 minutes of football. How does that affect your mentality? Can you go into a tournament really at your best? And would you prefer Ward-Prowse there over Calvin Phillips?
I mean, if I was Ward-Prowse, I'd be slightly disappointed. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be saying, okay, he's not played many games, Calvin Phillips, as good a player he is, but I've been fit for selection all season, and I've been in the squads.
Yeah.
How has this worked out? And I'd be quite confused. But I get it. With Gareth Southgate, he's put a lot of trust into players that have been there and done it for him.
Yeah, he's somebody that really does respect it and I guess take heed of what they've done for him in the past,
Yeah.
regardless of current form.
Yeah, and my only concern will be is that there's a couple of players that are coming in off the back of injuries or a lack of form. And that's maybe the only real concern
Yeah.
I do have with this squad. But again, I mean, there's players like Harry Maguire came in the last tournament and hadn't played much football.
Yeah.
And got in a team of the tournament.
And was immense, yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
Now, it's not all flowers and rainbows at home with the England fans, because we've done a poll here at BT, and the poll says 50% of England fans don't think we're going to make it past the quarters. What's going on? I thought it was coming home. I thought it was coming home. What's going on?
That'll change when we get there.
Yeah?
There's
As
alcohol
soon as they touch
involved.
down,
Yeah, there's alcohol
couple of beers
involved.
in, they go,
Yeah,
do you know what, Ma? I told you we were going to win it.
Yeah. No, again, there's some strong squads out there. When I was
Yeah.
looking yesterday and I seen Holland, France's squad, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
there's some top players. So again, yes, we believe we can win, and we should,
Yeah.
because we've done so well in the previous tournaments. But I think it's right to not get carried away at this moment in time, because again, it's still very early in the process.
Do you think that what England players have done in the last two tournaments, is it taking a little bit of pressure off? Because there was always this, we need to go and do this, we can't get past the quarter. Now we've proved it. Or is it more pressure? I don't know what you boys are thinking.
No, I think you look at the group we've got now. I think people are expecting us to blow through the group, and then I think there's pressure. There's pressure
Yeah.
now. I think unless we get to a semi-final or a final now, we've sort of expected that in the
Yeah.
last couple of tournaments, and we've had a good run. We've got there. We haven't quite gone that next step, but I think there's a lot of pressure on England to get to a semi-final. I've actually seen this as failure back home.
It's tough, yeah, exactly. And with this build-up, it's a short build-up, right? They're coming straight off the Premier League games, obviously happening today, and in 4 days they're heading to SGP before they go to Qatar. Is there not a lot of time to think about it? It's not, you know what, I'm not playing as well, or we've got to play these teams. Is it just like, right, I'm on the plane, cool, and we're starting training with the boys? Is that a better way to do it than have a 3-week, 4-week camp?
I don't know. I mean, I used to get itchy feet on the build up to a tournament.
Yeah.
I used to want it to just kind of happen and get going, because that time you build up, there's nerves, a lot of nervous energy.
Yeah.
And it can be detrimental at times, and you can overthink things. I think going into it quickly, and the fitness levels as well, they're going to be ready, primed up.
Now, guys, absolute pleasure to talk World Cup with you boys. You've all been there and done it. So